is time. Hello everyone, welcome back to Elden Ring. This is the second half of the bonus to get everything else cleared up and whatnot, because what we have really left of the bonus to do is to talk about New Game Plus. New Game Plus. The there's New Game Plus, and then there is joining on people, helping people out doing bosses, invading and whatnot, kind of all that stuff. So first of all, New Game Plus. I was going to get in on it for this episode, but I did not want to go in without doing the DLC first when it comes out, since that will be that'll be coming in someday whenever we see it, and I will join in on that. And so, yeah, that's the first one. The other thing is that New Game Plus is basically the entire story exploration. Everything's resetted except for your gear and whatnot. You get to keep all that, but I don't want to go into all of that. And I was going to do it just so I can join in on someone and take care of the boss. But when this is recorded is kind of when I just got back and in the middle of college. So, yeah, New Game Plus, the whole thing over. Everything's kind of harder, but souls are basically like increased now. Runes are increased, and so that's pretty cool. Yeah. It's basically really it for New Game Plus. This like No More Heroes 2 will be a short bonus, because of that because of me not doing New Game Plus, I won't be joining in, or I won't be like taking 30 minutes of your time to do that. Yeah, I forgot that was my button. Hold on. Let me go get a thumbnail with that real quick. Here. Alright. Got my two chances for a thumbnail. And so, yeah, that is New Game Plus. And now next up we have kind of the other things, which is invading and whatnot, and joining in to help people. I would totally love to join in on someone and help them for this bonus video, but like I said, I want to get to the DLC first. Maybe we'll do that after we finish the DLC. We'll wait for Elden Ring to kind of be like fully finished in content wise, and then we'll join in on someone and we'll try to join in on someone and see if we can showcase what it's like to fight a boss, what it's like to help people, all that good stuff. But yeah, you can join in on someone, namely join in with join in friends or random people to help you with the bosses that you're stuck on, or to help other people because you're a nice fellow and you're experienced in the series. Unlike me, aside from Dark Souls 3, where I have experience in terms of being in the game, but not like veteran status and whatnot. So yeah. Um, the other thing is invading. Everyone knows this. I did go on an invasion. I don't know if I actually showcased it or not, but yeah, invading. Um, you join in on a person to basically fight and whatnot. You can either join in on someone to make it harder for them, part of the Dark Souls ideal, or you joined in on a friend to 1v1, 2v2, just fight, whatever you'd want. And yeah. Um, join in on them and yeah, invading and whatnot. It will depend. Like each place will depend on if you fought in a person or not, or if you unlocked a certain area. Like each of these depend. Like if you fought a boss already before defeating it, or if you're at like a level too high against the boss, you won't be able to join up on anyone unless if it is of a friend. But even then, it's a little wonky and whatnot. I tried helping a friend out by giving him a scavenger curved sword, and I couldn't from this area, but it might be just because I was in this area and not in somewhere where we're both located at. So that's kind of unfortunate. The other thing is kind of just joining in as in a step in against the invaders and whatnot. If you're a blue person and whatnot, if your color is blue, someone can call you in if they need someone to defend them against the invaders. That's basically the blue person's job, from what I believe. It's the weirdest thing to understand, but that's the whole fizz. And yeah, basically kind of the multiplayer aspect of this game. Not really much. There is another thing I want to talk about though is mods. Now, mods currently at the moment are like ban worthy from the online system of Elden Ring, so I wouldn't do that per se unless if you are uh, send your stuff up offline and whatnot so that you cannot affect the online experience. And that's basically what you can do to use mods. Mods are really cool. I have never done a mod and whatnot, but I may try it in the future for an episode or two. Give like see what there is to a mod. That would be really, really fun, I think. But maybe in the future, as not for now, because we got other stuff. I got other things to do first, like my next two playthroughs. Um, and I have a few other record sessions with friends and whatnot. So yeah. And after this, I got a closing thoughts to work on. And once that closing thoughts is over, Elden Ring is finished for the time being, until it isn't. But yeah, I'll make like if it's like I'll put like Elden Ring mods into like the games with friends or solo or whatnot, like or no side games in playlists and whatnot, because I don't want to put it into the playthrough for Elden Ring. So yeah, um, that is that's basically kind of what mods with, and I'll have to do things and whatnot to get those mods to work probably. But yeah, I think it'll be really fun. Um, aside from that, there what there is left is what there is left is kind of all the missing the content that I missed or the content that I'm not doing whatnot more so. So, yeah, there's still bosses left for me to face. There's still like what is it? There's still like a really cool dragon fight, or two of them at least, that I haven't done. Uh, which is like the Great Pasuax and this other dragon, but I can't remember that dragon's name. We've only fought in three dragons. Two we've defeated. One just ran away. Or maybe four and two of them ran away, but in two of them I showcased me defeating them. Yeah. There is like other fights, some fights obviously that I have done with like cheese factor, like summoning or yeah, summoning really kind of that whole thing. I can understand if anyone didn't like that, but kind of just the way I wanted to play through the game and showcase all of the cool, neat add-ons and whatnot. Especially the case for Godskin Duo. I didn't think I thought I had to summon Bernal, but it turns out that was optional. But I thought I had to summon Bernal to fight, and so yeah, that's why kind of mistake on my part if you wanted me to see the Godskin Duo, because that's like said to be like a super tough fight, and I blasted through it on my second try. And yeah, at least we got to fight Malekith and whatnot. That's, by the way, a beautiful view. Actually, hold up. Uh, yeah. do it twice, by the way. That's a really cool view. I like that. Wait, is this a better one? Oh, this is 100% a better one. Alright, boys. Thumbnail. One right there, and one right there. Alright, there we go. Now I think we got our thumbnail. Yeah. Uh, oh, you know what? Luckily, this just came across my mind just now. Um, the endings. We only have gotten one ending, and I've only showcased that one ending. But I'm not going back to do any other endings. You can focus. You can watch someone else who's probably done that. You know, the masochism, or just they're just godlike at Soulsborne games. You know, those are the people that are generally good at games. You know. Yeah. If you want to go see those endings, feel free to. I've already seen what the other outcomes are. I just haven't done them yet, you know, because I went with Ronnie's ending. Because Ronnie's ending was the ending I wanted. There is a really cool Frenzied Flame ending. I will not say what it is. I will not say what any of the other endings are. But yeah, there's a Frenzied Flame ending that's really cool. But I didn't do that because I back in the time when I was going for like side quests and whatnot, I didn't know that was a thing. I completely skipped past it. It was in like the capital. It was like in the undergrounds of Lindell, and you had to fight a boss. Particularly, I will not say who it is, but it's quite interesting. We had to fight a boss, and other than that, there's aside from the Rani ending, there's the Elden Lord ending, the basic bitch ending. You know, basically you go to the statue without doing any other quest lines and whatnot, and you become Elden Lord. There's the Golden Order ending, which I think is one of the better endings, like the Rani ending, because basically you kind of like are establishing a rule of order if you've done the Gold Mask quest and whatnot, which I think is cool. I could be wrong there, but I think that is generally like a good ending outcome and whatnot. So it's pretty nice. Aside from the Age of the Stars ending, and I guess just the normal Elden Lord thing, though it could end up to be a loop. You know, that is possible. Um, the other thing, there's the cursed ending and whatnot. If you do the Dung Eater's quest, which I ended up locking myself out of, I couldn't do his quest anymore. Because I finished Ronnie's quest, and because of that, I couldn't do his quest line. But it's whatever. I wanted to do Ronnie's ending. Anyways, uh, the other one is the other one is the Dusk Ending. Yeah, the Dusk Ending. It's a character that I haven't even taken the time to do. It was that one lady Fiona's ending. I think it's just cold winter basically forever. I think that's what it is. And yeah, I haven't done that one because that one yet again is kind of like the Elden Lord ending, but just mixed up and mixes up the outcome. And yeah, then we have the Frenzied Flame ending, which I'm not gonna say it because I think it'd be cool to experience on your own and whatnot. But I may talk about it in the closing thoughts if I decide to. If I decide to, or if I remember my word. But so yeah, I'm not promising that I'm gonna say it. Not even swearing I'm gonna say it. So yeah, the Frenzied Flame ending is really cool. I'm not gonna say really anything else, but yeah, it's a really weird side quest. If you do happen to accidentally get it, quote unquote accidentally, I'm saying quote unquote because I feel like it'd be pretty easy to miss unless you're very explorative. In which, kind of in this case, I wasn't too explorative, but I was interested in quest lines that I thought were gonna be neat, like Burnow's and Ronnie's. Um, but yeah, the particular quest, or yeah, particularly if you do manage to do the quest, if you didn't want to, because you can get yourself locked into the quest, there is a way to escape it, but it requires one thing, and that is defeating uh, Millennia. You have to defeat Millennia to get out of the quest, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say what the ending is, but yeah, nor what to do to get to the quest, but yeah, you had to you had to beat Millennia, and God may mercy on your soul. Well, yeah, God, I wish the best for you for whenever you fight Millennia. Dang, kind of got quiet all of a sudden. But nothing else is gonna really happen, I think. Ooh, yeah. So yeah, those are the endings and whatnot. But yeah, it really doing those endings kind of just requires a specific side quest to be done and whatnot. And yeah, you can't really like you can't really do you can't really miss out on it if you do the specific endings, aside from the Frenzied Flame ending, and maybe the Ronnie ending too. If you didn't go to the Kafra Manor, which you do have to go to the Manor, in Lernia, and yeah, those two Pacific endings are kind of different and unique on their own compared to the others. And generally speaking, I think the Age of the Stars ending is objectively the best ending. Like, it is considered the best outcome from I believe. As for what Ronnie is going to do and what her plan is, I believe her plan is like to basically create a new kind of order and whatnot. Like, not to like eliminate society, but to um, basically adapt society to kind of like the ways that we'll live under in the age of in the age of the stars, and maybe be a better and more peaceful outcome, which I think would be really nice. I think that'd be nice. Definitely think there's more to it. I do know that there was a mistranslation. So people thought it was gonna be actually a terrible ending, but it was really just a mistranslation, and it turned out to actually be a lot better. So yeah, and I'm glad that I got Ronnie's ending. I am super happy with that ending that I achieved. Um, yeah. The other what is it? I actually think that's kind of it. Well, I guess if there's one last thing to showcase now, I think it'd be best if I did this is to show you that I have beaten Millennia. Well, you've definitely already seen it. Yeah, I beat Millennia off screen. I can also show you the armor. Millennia's winged helm. And then Millennia's armor, and then Millennia's gauntlet, Millennia's greaves. I'm not gonna take off the Malekith armor because the Malekith armor, in my opinion, is the absolute best armor. I love this armor. My and yeah, and I have my great sword that you earn from completing Ronnie's quest, which is really cool. I don't have the stats for it, but yeah. Overall, I think that's it for our second half of the bonus. Yeah. Hopefully I got things cleared of that, as there are other quest lines and whatnot. But yeah, um, I can also show Millennia's rune around the inventory. Yeah, the runes and whatnot. I think it's under the important stuff. Info. That's info. Key items. Yes. Here are the key items. We have. I did defeat Rykard as well, but I didn't go for his. I did not complete his and whatnot. But I do have Millennia's Great Rune on. But yeah, I didn't defeat Rykard. Yeah, there's Rykard's Great Rune. Yeah, there's his. So yeah, I think I've defeated every one of those. Here's Ma. This one's really good for PvE, or no, PvP. Uh, these are all, and all these other ones, yeah. So yeah, I don't know why, Godrix just looks the best. So yeah, with 14k runes left in my pocket and whatnot, and with our final sight on the archery that is burning, yeah, that's it. Our character, I'll also remove the helmet. That doesn't look. Oh my gosh. A bit ridiculous if I think so. But yeah, I'm gonna spare us how to do it. Alright, but thank you all so much for joining me on this playthrough. I'm gonna head down to the closing thoughts for my full experience, my thoughts on this game, and overall, yeah, thank you all so much for joining me on this lovely day of Elden Ring. We will, I shall catch you later. One more. Peace, peeps.